What's up, people? Welcome back to another explanation video. This time I'm gonna go over from the easiest Ancient Apostle boss to the hardest one. So there are all 8 of them, and I'll be going over and let you guys know which one is the easiest, which one is the hardest. So that way you know which one, when you're doing it, you'll be getting a good idea, to see which one you want to level it up first. And yeah, with that being said, that's just my opinion. I mean, I know there's some of the plays can be exchanged, but yeah, either way, I'll be still going over and give you guys my opinion for these bosses. So yeah, let's jump right into it, shall we? Okay, so starting off, number 8, I got Tize's Ancient Apostle, the Knight. The Knight is fairly easy compared to the rest of it because he doesn't do much, and you can hazard really fast, and you can do a lot of damage, and he'll die very quick. So yeah, the other thing I don't want to talk about is the gameplays, because I have so many in the playlist. If you want to see it, just go there. But the Knights compared to the rest, it's definitely one of the easiest because he simply just do nothing. I mean, just stand there. If you hazard quick enough, he won't attack you, and yeah, you just straight up hazard and kill him, and then that's probably your easiest Ancient Apostle to max out at whatever level you wish. But in this case, at level 999, he is still the easiest compared to the rest of it. Number 7, I got the Froggy, aka Darkness Dominator. This guy is so much fun. It is definitely one of my favorite Ancient Apostle boss to fight because I just like Froggy. It's just so much fun. And that guy actually don't really do much. Like I say, in the stream and stuff, a lot of the time he would simply just stand there and you can actually just do whatever you want, just buff and whatever. The only problem is he is a little bit tankier than some of the bosses. So the hazard bar for the second half of the Ancient Apostle bosses, they're much larger. So it's your choice if you want to hazard it or use Mind Break right off the back. So either way, Froggy is my number 7. Number 6, I got Dimensional Desire. So, or aka the Angel. The Angel is actually fairly easy to farm compared to the Froggy, but the Angel does attack quite a bit. It is not gonna be as easy as Froggy. Will just sometimes just stands there, and yeah, it's quite annoying. Sometimes it's because there's multi-target as well, so it's very easy. Sometimes you can miss lock on to one of those whatever thingy that floats behind it. Yeah, other than that, the Angel does give a very good weapon once you max out to level 999. It is the Asna's Rapier. That is the best rapier you can get in the game currently. So if you want to farm the Angel and get that weapon, you're pretty much set for the debuffer, and you'll be good to take on the rest of the Ancient Apostle. Number 5, I got the Chaos Revive, aka the Fish. The Fish is a very fun boss fight, except one thing, the hitbox. If you want to use sword skill to down it like dual wheel, the fish type enemies in this game is so annoying. Because sometimes you clip through them instead of actually hitting them. The hitbox is actually floating in the mid-air. It's not actually, you can't actually, hit in the ground. So not until it's actually down. And that's another challenge part is it's the hitbox when it comes to weapons and stuff. So it's very difficult to hit. Number 4, I got the Reaper. The Reaper is actually one of the most difficult one compared to the previous 4 because Reaper does attack a lot. So you don't get all day to sit there, and he does hit pretty hard. So You don't want to like, yeah, you definitely don't want to, you know, hang around there trying to down it as fast as you can, as usual. And other than that, you won't have to worry about those one-hit kill moves like all the bosses have, but the Reaper has more one-hit kill moves than the previous bosses. So yeah, it is a bit dangerous. Other than that, the Reaper, it's fairly fun to fight, except just that floating hitboxes once again, where you can't hit it until it actually down, and then like to fully hit it, and the hitboxes are always a problem when it comes to Reaper. Number 3, I got the Kobo Lord. The Kobo Lord is actually quite difficult. Not because of him, it's because all of the minions. Like the minions, they will paralyze you and they hit really fast. That's one of the hardest, you know, things to deal with it. So it's definitely recommended to use heavily ages, because that will protect you from like physical attacks and projectiles. If you use God Rope, you can, but like the thing is, God Rope protects you from like 6 hits. But the minions, they will shred that 6 hits like nothing. You will go down pretty fast. So other than that, you don't have to worry too much. If you can pull off the Heavenly Ages right off the back, and then buff all, go behind him, down him, and then you can kill it. So other than that, yeah, if you want to put on AoE, like you can pretty much hazard all of the minions at once if you wanted to. So the Kobo Lord, the hardest part is that where you have to get off one buff right off the back quick, and don't get hit. If you get hit, you're paralyzed. If you're paralyzed, you're pretty much done for it, because the paralyze is it will stop you from attacking using your skills and stuff. It's very annoying to deal with it. So then those little Kobo Lords there, they hit really hard. They can kill you too, just like the big one, and they're not, you know, small fries. Yeah, they might have less HP, but they hit just as hard as the big one. Number 2, I got the Gleam Eyes. Gleam Eyes is always one of the most annoying Ancient Apostle bosses to deal with, because of the buff. You know, you don't have much time right off the back. He will buff. If he buffs, you're gonna lose a lot of damage. That's like a damage reduction buff. So you'll be hitting a lot less damage. So the only way you can prevent that, you know, it does that, is like you want to hazard him ASAP or mind break ASAP. So you maybe got like 5-6 seconds, maybe a little bit more somewhere there, but you ain't got all day. So you gotta get the buff out quick, you know, as fast as possible. Hazard it as fast as possible, down it. And then if he doesn't activate the buff, if you can get him down somehow quick, you pretty much win the fight. So last but not least, number 1, I got the Skull Reaper. The Skull Reaper, without a doubt, it is the hardest Ancient Apostle boss in this game, because you have to do a specific way to kill it. If you don't, you can't kill it. That's why it's very annoying, and that thing can kill you really fast as well. So mainly you just gotta deal with the buffs, like, not because of the he hits hard and you gotta deal with the buffs, because sometimes he can be glitchy as well. You know, if you you have to destroy his head in order to remove the buffs. However, sometimes you destroy the heads, the buff still stays. That's very annoying, because there are some glitches on this boss where you can't get the you can't get the buff, off him, even though you break the heads and stuff. The other thing is that if you hazard him before the buffs gets removed, yeah, you can't down him. So it's kind of like those two buffs are too powerful. Like, if you think Gleam Eye's damage reduction is OP, the Skull Reaper's damage reduction is even ridiculous. It's much more higher than Gleam Eye's buff. So that's why I say, if you don't destroy his head and remove the buffs, then down it, you're gonna be there for a long time. So okay, so that's pretty much all the ancient apostle bosses. That's all 8 of them. And you know, you can rearrange some of them if you want to. Like I say, this is just my list, because like I told you all, like if some people want to exchange one or the other, it's fine. But the top ones is gonna be the top ones no matter what. So if you think Kobo lore is harder than a Gleamite, that's fine. No big deal. But compared to the rest, I mean, the Skull Reaper is still the hardest one, regardless. So, other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for all 8 of them, and they are pretty tough, but if you want the easiest one to max out, definitely do the Knights, because if you only want to get one boss to high level and get gears, just do the Knights. If you don't want all the other ones, like if you don't want the 5-star weapons, you don't have to do any at all, honestly, but it's up to you. It's like how much you want to grind in the end game, but they're all kind of difficult. But if you want to compare the easiest boss to do, yeah, that is the list I have for you. And hope you guys enjoy it. Until next time.